Thanks for having me here. So today I got opportunity to discuss about 16, chapter 16, verse 16, 17 and 18 verse. So first let me recite once again this sloka. अनेक चित्त विभ्रांता मोहजाल समावृता प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च. Next one is आत्मसंभाविता स्तब्धा धनमान मदान्विता यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेना विधिपूर्वकम् अहंकारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं च संश्रिता मामात्मपरदेहेषु प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः. So here in this chapter, as the name suggests, the divine and demonic natures. So here Lord Krishna is explaining what are the divine qualities and the demonic qualities. So in the previous verses we have already learned what are the divine qualities, and here we are trying to unlearn the demonic qualities. So why I'm saying unlearn? Because we have already learned. Maybe we don't know, but we will first diagnose the problem and then we will try to unlearn. Though these three verses will just talk about the problems, the demonic qualities, but at the end we will try to discuss a little bit the solution part also, so that we have a holistic view. So who are the demonic people, are the demonic nature? What is that? So basically those who don't believe in God, who think that they alone are doing everything, they have all the mighty power, and whatever they are doing, it is because of their own speciality or their own power. So they don't think God exists. In the explanation we have seen somewhere that these people also think that God is dead. Even that kind of extreme thinking they have. We may have, like you may have heard the name Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher. He has written a very famous book, God is Dead. That is the title. So why he wrote? When he saw a lot of violence, killings happening in his society in that time in Germany, then he wrote this book. Because he was thinking, if God exists, then why this all is happening? But we, after reading the scriptures, we can easily understand why it happens and who is doing. So it is also happening because of the demonic nature of the worldly people, maybe sometimes our politics or our society. So in these verses, what we can think. So what they do, these demonic people, they are always engaged in making money or making power, and they always forget the Lord or Krishna. Directly I'm telling the name Krishna. So what happens, I will give you one analogy, one example of monkey trap. So monkey trap is a technique, a very famous technique in Kerala, in India. The peasant, the farmers, they follow this technique to catch hold the monkeys. So what happens, monkeys come to their field and they destroy the coconut farming. So to catch them, they use the big pots, matka, ghada kind of pot, big pot, like a surahi. So it has the neck, a bottleneck kind of, not very big circumference, a small neck, and they put some eating material like some grains, maybe groundnuts. So what happens, monkey come and they put their hand inside the pot and they try to hold it as much as possible. They make a biggest as much as possible mist, and after that they got stuck. They cannot pull out their hand, even though they can put inside easily, but while taking out they can't do it because now they are holding some material. So that is the greed which is holding them, and then the farmers come and they easily catch the monkeys. So this technique is still being used in Kerala by some farmers, by coconut farmers. So this is the example what we can correlate with ourselves also, that because of our greed we are stuck, we are imprisoned in this material world. Another thing is like another example we can see. I will tell you one small example. It's kind of funny story that once a patient went to a doctor. He had complained that he has a leg pain. So doctor diagnosed and he said, I think you got some poisonous, maybe some insects has bitten you, and your legs are getting blue color. So maybe poison is spreading. So we have to actually cut your left leg. And they cut his left leg. And then he went to home and again he complained that the right leg was again getting blue colored. Then he was again afraid. He rushed to doctor. Then doctor said that I think it has gone even further, so we have to cut your right leg also. So they cut his right leg also. Then what happened, his belly part was also getting blue. Then they said, what is happening? Then the superior doctor, senior doctor came and he said actually he was wearing a lungi, and lungi was leaving the color. So the thing is, we don't understand the problem, and without any reason they cut his left leg and right leg. And the problem was lungi, which was leaving the color. And they thought he got some poison, he's getting blue color. So they were scared because of the blue color. But they never realizes what is the main problem. So why I'm putting this example, because we are also running behind so many wrong things. We don't diagnose the root cause, we don't understand, and we cut our left leg, right leg, everything. We destroy ourselves. So this is the monkey trap and this lungi story. Yeah, after lungi dance, it's another hit story. So in 16.8, 16.16, it's a very good sloka. I liked it. So anek chit vibhranta moh jal samavrita prasakta kama bhogeshu patanti narakeshu chau. So what happens? Anek chit vibhranta. So people are confused in so many things, and it's like a moh jal samavrita. It's a moh jal. It's a trap created by our moh, where we are stuck. So prasaktah kama bhogeshu patanti narakeshu cha. So these kind of people who get trapped, they go to nark. So what is nark? Even this mritulok, dukhalayam, which is called dukhalayam, this earth, this itself is not very good, but is still better than the nark, because here we have certain time period, then we go to next stage. It may be heaven or hell. But the hell, and here we have short time for everything. Even if we are suffering, that has also a limited time. But those, if you go to hell or heaven, those have longer time period. So definitely those are worse things. So in 16.8, what I understood, that 16.16. So those who don't practice bhakti and those who don't surrender to God, they actually get with this problem. So can you think of any such person in your known circle who has demonic qualities? Just think in your mind.
We all have demonic qualities. We have demonic qualities.
So, we always think about others. George Bernard Shaw said that when you raise finger towards someone, immediately three fingers are raised towards you. So actually, we are the first person who are having the demonic qualities. Forget about others; they may be also having, of course, but we ourselves are having the demonic qualities. So, how to overcome this? So, Lord Krishna himself has explained the solution. So that's why I said at the beginning that here in all three slokas we have the demonic quality explanation, but the solution part is given by Krishna, which maybe we can discuss at the end. But in the 16.17, what we have 16.17 is आत्मसंभाविता स्तब्धा धनमान मदान्विता यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेन विधिपूर्वकम. So what some people, you will see some people who dress like religious people, who act like a religious people, but they are fake people. So what they do, they yajante naam yajyaste, they do yagya, they do some religious activities also, but dambhe na vidhi purvakam. Avidhi purvak means without following proper rule regulations, without following the scriptures. So basically they are fake gurus. So Lord Krishna has already predicted all these things, because power corrupts, and these things are the dharma is most powerful thing. So obviously some people will misuse this. So always you will see some fake people misusing it. Even in this age also, who are not dressing up like religious people, they claim like a scholar and intelligent people, like some philosophers, some writers, they also misguide the people. Like as I said, Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher, he wrote a big book, God is Dead. Many people don't go and read the entire book, they just go by the title. And they say that, see, such a great philosopher has given such a statement. And there are so many other people. Recently, I heard some book, Asura, by Devdutt Patnaik, Asura, where he has explained that how Ravan, means from Ravan perspective, he has given Ravan's version that he was not that bad guy. So he has proved in Asur book, and it is very popular book. Even in IITs, I have some friend, they read these novels. So these things are existing here in nowadays also. And even if you read the short story, means the language and the way of writing, it is fabulous. There is no problem in the writing, but the message, maybe those poor people who are not reading other things, who are not having the holistic view, they will refer only the meaning that, okay, Ravan has also its own point. He only stole one Sita, and he was punished with the whole family destruction. So is it justice? They claim like that. But we all know what is Ravana and what he was doing. In fact, Ravana is another good example of a bad example, that what we should not do, because he had all great knowledge, but he did all bad things. He was building his own stair to go directly to heaven without doing good things. Similarly, even in current age also, we see that some people are trying to make machines to go to upper planet without doing good things. They want to go to the next orbit or next planets. So those things will lead nowhere actually. So that is 16.17. 16.18, last one is ahankarang balang darpang kamang krodhang cha samshrita mamatma paradeheshu pradyushantobhyasuyaka. So ahankar, bal, darp means jealousy, irsha, kam, krodh cha samshrita mamatma paradeheshu pradyushantobhyasuyaka. So these things, who are carrying and who are having envious nature to God, who do the blaspheming. So all these things comes with a package. So the package comes with the darpang. Darpang means irsha, jealousy. So if someone has jealousy, it is the gate of all problems. So all problem comes. It's like ahankar, balang, darpang, kamang, krodhang. So because of all these demonic nature, so what these demonic nature people do that God does not exist anywhere. In fact, sometimes they give half logic also that God is everywhere. So no need to go to temple because God is everywhere. But they do the half logic because if God is everywhere, then God is in the temple also. But they exclude the temple silently, intelligently. They say that God is everywhere, so no need to go to temple. So that kind of broken logics they put. So now comes to the part of solution. If we want to know, that is the Harinam. So Lord Krishna has given the solution at the end of Bhagavad-Gita in chapter 18, that sarva dharma parityajya mamekang sharanam vraja ahang twang sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. Means sarva dharma parityajya mamekang sharanam vraja, mere sharan mein aao, come and surrender to me. I will discount you. I will like clean you with all your sins. And even means there is no limit. If you do if you have done big or biggest mistakes also, some sinful things, even those things will be also cleaned and purified. I will give you one example. Like suppose someone, maybe in India you can correlate easily, someone has done someone has urinated on the street. Even that bad thing also gets dried up by the sun, by Lord Sun. And if someone does even more, that can be also dried up by the sun. And there is no comparison of the capacity. Means whatever, how much epic shit you do, everything can be nullified by the Lord Sun. And even in the larger form, you can correlate with the Lord Krishna. So whatever, how big you do epic shit, that can be nullified, purified by Lord Krishna. So those are the things. Another lovely story I would like to refer from Narsimha Puran. So in Narsimha Puran, there is one story mentioned. I will tell you quickly that there was a man going to meet his friend. He was having a flower buffet. Maybe you may be knowing already, but I will just repeat if you don't know. So what happened? He was going to meet his friend. And he was having a bouquet flower to gift his friend. He was going to village, but there was a river, and it was a rainy season. It was raining like cat and dog. So it was like flood was coming. He was crossing the river. Water level was increasing. So slowly from leg till belly and till chest, the water level was going up and up. Soon he realized that he's going to sink in the river, and he was not knowing the swimming also. So means there was no chance to save himself. But somehow till now he was holding his hand up and up, and he was holding his bouquet because it was a precious gift. He wanted to impress someone. But at the end, when he realized that now there is no scope to save the life, then he thought that I did nothing, because we know that at the end there is a flashback coming. So when he did the flashback, he thought, okay, I did nothing great, so what I can do? Suddenly he got a good idea. He was a wise man. So he thought that anyways I'm going to die, this flower will also flow away. So let me remember to God, and he just he has thrown the flowers, and he said Bhaj Govindam, and thrown the flowers. And Govindaya Nama, he said Govindaya Nama, and after that he sank into the water and he passed away. Then next people came, like who are they? Yamdutas. Yamduta came. Then they open his book, karma book, And then he checked that account and he said, oh, they realized that, oh, this guy has said Govindaya Namah. Means he is a devotee too, and that too especially at the end of his life. So he said, no, we can't make again mistake, because already we did once a mistake when, you remember? Ajamal. Yes. So he was also devotee, we caught badly, so we will not take risk, we will go to our boss. So they went to his boss. So Maharaj Amraj said that, no, he is devotee, don't touch him. You have already done mistake last time with the Ajamal. So don't do it again. Then he said, what to do? Let's go to Krishna and ask. So Krishna said that, go by your rules. Since he is devotee, so he will get the heaven part also. But it was not that big, so maybe some portion he will get. So actually he got allotted 5 minutes for the heaven and remaining for the hell. So then his wish was asked, that they called him. They told that you got opportunity for 5 minutes and rest of the time you will be in hell. So what you want to do first? You want to go hell or heaven? So he thought, anyways, I am going to suffer for a long time. So let me see first how the heaven is, because he was also curious. Then they took him, they opened the gate and they sent him to the heaven. And he was knowing that I have only 5 minutes. So he was also in rush. He was just looking around. A lot of auspicious things were there. Everything was like happy, chanting, eternal things, beautiful flowers, music, all godly things were there. So he thought, I have very less time. But remember, he was a wise person somehow. So he thought, what good thing I can do now? So he realized that while dying, I just thrown my flowers and said, Govindam Sharanam Bhaj Govindam, and I got this opportunity. So let me try again. So there was a beautiful garden. So he was like quickly he was plucking all the flowers and showing Bhaj Govindam, and quickly he was with full force, with full speed, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam. He was doing, and he was running behind the time, because time was also running. So he thought, soon they will catch me and they will throw out me. And he was just trying with his fullest power. So Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Sharanam, and throwing all the flowers and like offering to God. And the 5 minutes passed away. No one came to him, and he still continued. Half an hour went away. Then they the guards approached him, and they stopped him that okay, stop. Then he was again stammering, and he was like so feared, and he was shivering that okay, they will again pull me. But they said that actually you have intelligently or smartly, you have done again some good things, and you have done so much service, especially on the land of God's land in the heaven. So you have got a very, very long time to stay in the heaven. And if you perform well, if you be obedient, then you will go back to Godhead also. So that the great deal he got. So it is mentioned in the Narsim Puran. We can see the power of this story is a powerful story to explain us what is the power of Harinam. So even in this Bhuloka also, we have so many things which are godly things, like rivers, good rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, and what are other godly things? Can you contribute? Give me some examples. Harinam, very good. And our deities, our dhams, and good association, Sankirtan, music, lectures, these scriptures, Bhagvatgeeta, and our most favorite thing, Prasadam. Yes. So we have so many good things with what we can associate ourselves, and we can do best, because this life is given for Bhagavad Prapti. That should be our goal. Even though being in this body, we have to acquire material things, that is also okay up to certain extent. But the ultimate goal is the Bhagavad Prapti. So, and another reference I would like to give regarding the Harinam, that in Sikshastakam, in verse 2, what is that? I don't remember. Yeah. So in Sikshastakam, verse 2, Lord Chaitanya has mentioned that Nam Nam Akhiri Bahuda Nija Bahuda Nija Sarva Saktisha Tattarita Niyamita Smarane Na Kalaha Ekadadarshi Tava Kripa Bhagwan Mamapi Durdansham. Yeah, so meaning is, oh my Lord, this name, Hari name is so merciful, so beautiful, which can take us to Godhead. But I am so unfortunate that I am not taking this Harinam, means I am not utilizing this opportunity. So, means Lord Chaitanya has again reminded us that this is the ultimate solution. So, so this is what I understood, that what are the demonic qualities and what is the solution. That's what I understood. Thank you. Any suggestion? Any addition? Thank you.
Yeah, we have a lot of new people. They don't know the Ajamila story. You can maybe
Ajamali story.
because that Prabhu has question.
Okay. Ajamali story. Even I'm not expert, but I think Prabhuji will tell. Yeah.
So in this is in Bhagavatam,
Hare
Canto